Here at Gundam Planet, we're all about royalty and regality and all of those words that mean awesome, because what I got here today is the Master Grade Gyan. Now, if you saw my last review, you know that I didn't very much enjoy that model that I built, so I picked this one in hopes of having a bit of a better experience, because from the looks of it, this guy is a lot simpler and cleaner, and overall just looks like a more solid Master Grade. So let's start by taking a look here. So we got this really nice, like, light purple-ish color that's pretty much defining most of the kit, and I'm a big fan of this color, so that's a really good start. Got part of the shield. This guy's a really big shield, and it comes in like a bunch of little parts, but this is like the main frame of it that goes over the big yellow part that you'll see in a second, so that's cool. It gets its own plate. That's neat. Got polycaps. Not a whole lot of polycaps. That's always a big plus, you know. Keep them where they need to be, but don't go over excessive with it. Always good. Got more of that light purple armor. Here we got your A runner here, which has a lot of gray, and it has this one clear piece here, and then there's your yellow, big yellow for the shield. You got the handle for the sword, and then you got this one lone light blue piece that I don't know where it goes, but it's a nice light blue, which is, it's kind of weird that it's only used for that one piece. Next up, we got this really, really great looking smoke gray effect part that's going to go on the shield because the shield's supposed to shoot rockets out of it. I think this is a really cool addition. It looks great. Next up, got some frame parts, and there's the back of the shield, and it's got a lot going on. And honestly, it kind of looks like a medieval torture device. It's kind of scary looking. But anyway, here we go. We got some darker blue. And this is pretty much, you got your skirt armor, you got the back, you know, nice bit of armor there. We got these here, which is for the legs, I think, and they're kind of big parts, so that's like not always a good sign, but we'll see how that goes. Next up, we got some more frame parts. We got skirt armor, we got cabling, that sort of thing. Oh yeah, here's something. We got a nice little big unpainted figure of your boy McCuve over here, so if you're into hand painting, you'll probably enjoy this. I didn't even know they still included these. I mean, this is a 2006 Master Grade. I didn't even know these still came with them, but that's neat. We got, here we go, we got two big runners of frame parts, you know, nothing too crazy, but the frame is all very nicely detailed, and, you know, it's like, it kind of reminds me of some of the older Master Grades where they always really went in on the way they etched in the lines on the frames and stuff like that, so that's really nice. One last piece we got here is this great looking effect part for his beam sword Cutlass. I'm not even really sure what this kind of sword is called, but it's really cool. It's got like a lot of nice detailing. It's got lines etched into it, so real nice. And then, the great thing about the sword, which I honestly didn't know about till I opened this, is it has an LED. The sword lights up. That's really cool. Battery's not included as always, and it's not one of your modern LEDs, so you do need to assemble the LED yourself, but very neat feature if you want to take advantage of it. And last but not least, we got dry transfer decals. Nothing too exciting. Honestly, I wouldn't put decals on any of these suits from First Gundam anyways, but to each his own. And you know, you also got your sticker decals with like warning stuff. Then you got your manual, and it's a pretty standard manual for one of these era Master Grades. Got a lot of nice pictures and stuff on inside. Got a picture of the finished product. All great. And so, coming through all that, I'm really excited to build this guy, and I can't wait to see what he looks like when he's done, because he's really cool. So, we'll see you back when he's finished. Alright, so here he is. It's the Gyan, in the flesh, in the plastic, whatever you want to call him. And God was this thing just an absolute joy to build. Like, I can't praise it enough. The build process on this thing was exceptional. Everything just kind of went together the way it was supposed to. Everything felt smooth. It was just a really, really enjoyable Master Grade to put together. The finished product is kind of a little mixed, and some things are a little bit loose. Some things on this thing pose like absolutely amazing, and then other things kind of have some trouble. But overall, I just like absolutely loved it. The way the thing looks is perfect. It's a perfect representation of the Gyan. Everything is flawless down to the way all the pieces look, and the head, and just everything. Just wow, this is a great Master Grade. I love master grades, and this is the kind of master grade that just makes me say, you know what, like wow, just wow, what a great model. There's a couple problems with it that I'm just gonna get out of the way. One, this big fat butt plate on the back, completely non-articulated, just kind of stuck there, so it's not great. It hinders leg articulation in like a really bad kind of way. See, like you can get it to go, but it just kind of stops. So that's a real shame. The skirt armor in general, like the side skirts, they're really fat, so it's just like, oh, well, there they are, and it's just hard. It's really hard to get them to move out of the way or anything. The front skirts go up really nice though, but so that's kind of a bummer. The head's not so great. It's kind of on just this single ball joint, so like it moves around a lot, but it gets stuck, kind of. So when you go to move it, it's just not the best. And you see the mono eye? So the way you move the mono eye is you have to actually take this whole thing off, which is fine, but it's in there, and then you kind of just have to see, it's not easy. You got to get your finger in there and just kind of try to move it around, which is not my favorite thing. I feel like that could have been done a little better, but definitely not the end of the world. So you just kind of get that on there, and it's just kind of sitting on there. So if you mess around with it too much, like, oh, there it goes. But so that's not really the worst thing. But I really want to talk about some of the great ways this thing articulates. So we're gonna get up close and take a nice look at it. All right. So before we get into the articulation, I just wanted to show off the few very, very small amount of accessories that it comes with. But the things it does come with are awesome. So you get the shield right here, and it's really hard to explain, but the shield it has like a bunch of different layers to the way it's built. So it's really, really nice, and definitely just like looks fantastic. It looks exactly like the Gyan shield. You got the handle on the back here, just nice, and you can move it around, get any kind of angle you want. You get effect parts for it, so it's got this little smoke gray clear thing, really like that, and then you get the little missiles that come out, and it's real easy because you can just find any of these little holes up here and it just pops right in, and then you have little missile things, which is really cool, so I like that a lot. Next up you have its beam sword. I don't know exactly what kind of sword this is, but it's really cool, and a really neat thing about it is it comes with an LED. Now, it's one of those old LEDs that you would see in like older perfect grades and stuff, so you have to assemble it yourself, and it can be a little finicky. It definitely was with me, so to get it to turn on, I kind of have to like press it in, and eventually, I'm having bad luck right now. There it goes. See? Lights up. It's really cool. So when we do the spinny base shots, we'll show you it like in the dark with it lit up and everything, but it's a really neat feature, and the effect part really looks cool. So anyway, we're gonna get into how this guy articulates. So the first thing I want to talk about is, wow, the arms. The arms are amazing. So without even touching the shoulder joint, you can get it to go up all the way there, which is just out of control. Then when you get this, when you bring in the shoulder joint all the way up, it's crazy. I can't believe it. You can turn that around. Elbow goes all the way in. You can get all that up. Oh, there goes the head. Who needs that? So just bend that in. Crazy. I love it. So as far as the articulation goes, that's pretty much my favorite thing about the kit is the arms, because you can do some crazy stuff with them. The legs aren't as great. They're a little, I don't know, they're like kind of loose, and when you try to like move them around, it's kind of shaky. They just kind of flop. But as far as the articulation goes, you get the skirt armor out of the way. You can like make them kick, and then the big back skirt like absolutely just ruins the articulation in the back, which is really a shame. Knee can do that, so it goes pretty far back, which is really neat. The feet like should have nice articulation from the way they're put together. They're 3 separate pieces, but it doesn't, like, you can get it all the way up like that, which is nice, but it doesn't really go down at all. But they're really good as far as feet goes, so like definitely no problems there. And yeah, that's pretty much, there's like not a whole lot going on, but what you get is like really solid. Really impressed. All right, so after looking at everything, I really just have to say that this thing is just the best, and I love it. It's definitely not flawless, and it definitely has some issues, but like, it's just as far as when I think about master grades that I like, I think about the Mark II 2.0, I think about the gun cannon, and I think about the Turn A Gundam, and just this thing, it just encapsulates everything that I like about master grades. It's a strong, solid build, and it articulates well. And everything about it just functions the way it's supposed to be. Light on gimmicks, light on accessories, definitely, but it's just, if you're going to get the Gyan, and you like the Gyan, which I know can be kind of a controversial design, but if you're a fan, then I really just can't recommend this thing highly enough. I know the Revive's coming out soon, but like, if you're like me, and you like Master Grades, and you like 1/100 scale, you really can't go wrong with this guy.